And today we get to learn about a great partnership. It's between Reach Out and Read. They have teamed up with Mississippi Children's Museum as well as the University of Mississippi Medical Center and helping families understand the importance of reading and reading early. Joining us is Marty Martinez. He's the CEO of Reach Out and Read. He joins us by phone, but we've also got two Susans in the building with us. We both got the president and CEO of Mississippi Children's Museum as well as with the University of Mississippi Medical Center. So welcome, everybody. Marty, I know you're there with us. I'm going to let you get kicked off since you're with Reach Out and Read. Give us a little background about this great organization and how you found your way here in Mississippi.
Sure. Well, thanks so much, Rebecca, for having us. And I wish I could be with all the Susans in the space, but I'm excited to join you here. And we're really excited for the partnership with the Mississippi Children's Museum and the University of Mississippi Medical Center to expand and continue to strengthen the amazing work that's been happening with Reach Out and Read locally. Reach Out and Read is a simple model that folks probably know well, which integrates early literacy and books into pediatric well child visits for all kids under 5. And we have about 30 clinics across the state of Mississippi, but we're really excited to partner with the Children's Museum and the University of Mississippi Medical Center to expand that reach and see every child in Mississippi experience our model. And so that's what we're here to do, and excited for the partnership to do it.
So we all know that reading's important, and I think we have heard that the sooner the better. But then again, when you can expand that into all different kind of touch points, then it just sort of helps reinforce at least that statement. You're shaking your head, Dr. Susan, which you're like, yes. So from your perspective or from the perspective of the universities, why is this such an important partnership to sort of have or to bring to our state?
Oh, it's one of the most important things we could do because brain growth in early childhood is rapidly happening. And in fact, billions of neural connections are happening every day. And so the importance of talking, reading, and singing to a child is very important. And with Reach Out and the Read, what we do is we incorporate a book into well child checks for very young children, all the way through age 5. And so what happens is the pediatrician is the model to the parents to show how you can interact and talk to your child at the same time reading or just pointing to pictures if you're not going to read to the child. And so with that, it encourages interaction, it encourages word development, and it encourages the love of reading at the same time.
And the curiosity that comes from just wondering what the pictures are in the book. And I can remember too, just with my young girls, letting them sort of tell me with a story that they see. Our pediatrician told us to do that. If they don't want you reading, because sometimes they'll interrupt you, just what story, and let them kind of go down their own imagination down the route too with the books, which is what kids get to do every day at the Children's Museum, Susan, is go through their own imagination throughout the museum. So this is a great partnership. But How does this work? How does this, because y'all aren't in pediatrician offices, so, or are you? I don't know. Maybe you are.
Well, we are in pediatrician's office. We have a staff member now that, as we have embarked on this wonderful partnership, that has been traveling and visiting clinics all over the state. These 30 clinics that are Reach Out and Read folks, we are making sure they have inventory and books in their clinics, and working with Marty's team, who are amazing at Reach Out and Read, and just really assessing what the clinics need. We've been in partnership, though, since the very beginning on some of these programs like Reach Out and Read for early literacy and language development. And Dr. Buttross and her wonderful team at University of Mississippi Medical Center and the Center for Advancement of Youth have been sort of our advisors in that. And I think the Children's Museum, one thing we do so beautifully is we are wonderful community collaborators and conveners. And we aren't pediatricians or experts, but we have friends who are. So we bring those folks together to influence and to advise and give expertise on our work, which has really been a wonderful partnership over the past 13 years. We have exhibits in early language development and literacy, our publications, which we've done in partnership to reach thousands and thousands of Mississippi families outside of our walls. So this next step in reaching more families, reaching more children, was really a natural one, I think, for our institutions.
Dr. Buttross, your pediatricians that are getting this, are they like, why hadn't I thought about this before? I mean, they show everything else when you're going through the well baby visits, and they talk about the importance, but it's like sometimes parents really do need to watch someone model it for the light bulbs to go off. What are your pediatricians saying who are taking part in this? What kind of, I guess, open opportunities is it providing for them with their now patients and families?
Oh, they just love it. Actually, we have had Reach Out and Read in and out of clinics for many years. But one of the issues that we've had is needing someone to oversight the project on a regular basis so that the books can continue to come into the practice, that the pediatricians continue to be supported. And so that is why this partnership with Mississippi Children's Museum and having the support of a true project manager who will come in and help with that will make such a difference. Because I will tell you, it's, according to many of our pediatricians, one of the most fun things they do. And at the same time, they're able to use the book to incorporate it into their well baby exam, watching how the baby interacts, making sure the baby's connecting, making eye contact, responding to sound, looking at pictures. All of those are part of the evaluation. And I think Marty said it so well. Marty, you may want to tell your story about how you and Susan were visiting a clinic, and one of our doctors sort of pushed you out of the way so he could go get his book. Right?
Exactly.
Share that story with us, Marty.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When I was down in Jackson, maybe about a month ago at this point, but being able to visit a clinic and see where the books were and meet with clinicians, and we're sort of joking that as we're standing around for this site visit, talking, one of the residents, and many of our residents get trained all across the country to implement Reach Out and Read, but the resident sort of, he didn't really know who we were, and neither did he care. He wanted to get his book for that visit. And I was like, hey, you're doing the important work here. We're just standing by, sort of trying to support. So, again, it's, having the such benefit of meeting folks like Dr. Buttross and other clinicians across the country, time and time again. It's their passion and commitment for children that makes Reach Out and Read possible. And I got to see that firsthand in Jackson. And there's no question in this partnership with the Children's Museum, we're going to make sure even more children have that same experience. So this is really going to make that possible, and we're really excited for it.
So that's what I'm saying. For those that are listening to Good Things, whether we're caregivers, grandparents, or parents alike, and we're coming into our pediatrician's office, or we just like what we hear, is there a way to support? Is there a way to just wait and see, or ask your pediatrician if you have this? What do you guys want from us?
Oh, I think all of the above. To not wait and see, I would ask. We've heard about Reach Out and Read. Do you have it in your office? That would be number one. If you need a way to contribute, I'm going to do a plug for the Mississippi Children's Museum here because they're leading the charge on the fundraising. What a wonderful thing to do around the holidays is to contribute to books for children. I know children love toys, but children love books too. Mm-hmm. And books, in the reality of things, are probably the most long-lasting toy, in quotes, that you can give a child, because so many times a child will be able to have that book read to them over and over again, or they'll be able to handle it or look at the pictures. And so I think books can be probably the best gift
and the
that
easiest.
We can give, and the easiest. And there's some wonderful books. We buy many of our books from Scholastic Books, and they do a beautiful job of designing books and buying books.
So, Susan, if we want to support the Children's Museum, how do we do that?
Absolutely. Just go to our website. Thank you, Dr. Buttross, for
so
that. Because it really is. It really is a matter, basically, of funding to make sure that all of our clinics, because not all of our clinics, we have clinics in all over the state, and some of our clinics do need the resources to keep a full inventory of books for all the age groups, particularly 0 to 5. But we need board books for our smallest learners and smallest children. And
what's that website?
www.mcm.ms.
All right. Thank you, Marty, for chiming in. Thank you, ladies, for your time. That's Reach Out and Read. Stick with us. We got more for you up next.